Welcome back to this is gonna be a pretty extensive discussion episode, I would say, of what's going to be transpiring very, very soon, extremely soon, which is kind of surprising to me. Let me get a better angle shot. There we go. How's that look? And there we go. All right, and I'll join you guys in a few seconds. Let's see what's cracking. Bum, 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 bum. Eli, what's going on, brother? Let me see if I can get the camera looking better because I see the way it is slanted. It shouldn't be that slanted. Let me get this on point a little bit. Is that better? Almost. Not so much. I'll push you to the side. And I think we got it. Yeah, that's as close as we're gonna get it. Joe says, "How you doing, my brother? How's your day going? How's the weather out there? How was your weekend?" Diecast Raceway Central. If Mini Z comes back, I'll buy one. Well, you are going to be in luck, Mr. DRC. You know, there's a lot of DRCs out there in your community. All right, so I'm gonna wait for more people to come in because this is pretty big news. I should have changed the title of the video in doing that. Stuart J, what's going on? BRM3, yo, finally caught alive. Oh, welcome, my man. How you doing? Alrighty, so let's talk about what mini Z's are and what's initially happened. Chilling in the UK, weather's well bad. UK never has really good weather, does it? It's kind of like being in Seattle. All right, so let's talk about a few things. Mini Z. Now, if you guys have been long-term people that have been to my channel, you guys have seen many races from Hobby Heroes, which is where I used to go to. I've done races in New Jersey. I've done races. I think one time I went to Brooklyn. And we'll talk about my RCs that I have presented to you right now, and then I'll tell you what's happening and what I'm in the works with. So we'll talk about this one. This is one of my mini Z's. This is a brushed motor, fully modified. I'm talking about a lot of 246 products on this PN chassis. It's a little dirty, carbon fiber, aluminum all around, different types of springs, nicely, really set very well. And then this has the lower center of gravity. As you can see, this carbon fiber, that's a stage 4. Usually I use a 4 or 3, depending on how it works. These crack a lot, just to give you a heads up. And PN screws, and this is where there's my tachometer on there. This is where it gives me all my lap counters. So that's the brushed system, which is still a hard race to race these guys. Very accurate. I utilize, specifically just for this car, I utilize this controller, my KT 432 PT. And that controls this RC. Now, once you start upgrading and spending the money, well, not even the money, just a different type of race class, you're going to go with this. This is a brushless mini Z car, a lot of aluminum, independent suspension. This was a major upgrade from PN Racing. PN Racing battery hold downs, the brushless motor. If you guys look right here, hopefully you can zoom in. It's a 12,000 kV motor, which realistically speaking, it just rips on the track. This was the special edition Pro that I got, and then I did a lot of modifications and upgrades with this. I think I'm running twos in the front and one in the rear, really sticky. But yeah. Now, the controller that I utilize with this one, it's a really more advanced controller. This has an ASF. So primarily with this controller, it is really like you're spending money. You're spending like 300-400 bucks on these type of controllers, and then you're able to race your uh, your your high powered brushless system with these type of controllers. Specifically, and special thanks to the person that got me this. Specifically for that scenario. So let's go into the meat and potatoes of this whole discussion. So I've been in discussions with my hobby guy, Danny at Hobby Heroes, and we've been communicating a lot as of late. I've always wanted to do mini Z racing, but my biggest concern was getting parts. Um, Primarily the parts that are needed, especially on these type of guys. A lot of T plates, a lot of tires, uh, people that will, I have weights over here. I mean, there's a lot. See, that's a PN3. If you guys can focus in on that. And with all the modifications that I've done with this, that kind of made me a little bit leery on even continue with the Mini Z racing. So I ended up speaking up with Danny. Danny said he still has parts that he's able to get, like tires and all upgradable parts. Everything that I need. Um, and what I discussed with him, I was like, you still have that carpet track. Now, if you guys don't know what that carpet track is, I'll give you a little bit of a. Let me go into one of my old videos. Eli, it's probably a video that I won. I gotta throw one of those videos out there. One of the last times we raced over there too. And wow, look at all the videos that I made COVID time. Insane. Okay. That was saying goodbye to Hobby Heroes, which was a sad day for me. A lot of people that that went to Hobby Heroes. Okay. So let me see if I can get this going. Okay. All right. So here's one of the races that we do, and this is on a brush system.
You know what I'm saying? I understand you're trying to be nice to the guy, but you're making it so like the guy in first place almost crashed into him because you are trying to help the guy that's not in first.
Yeah, one of the guys got yelled
I'm
at.
just telling you, you don't have to have bad feelings. I don't have feelings. You got a free hat or something? Stop crying. All right, Gio South in first place. Got 25 laps. Jose's got 25. He's 3 seconds behind Gio.
I'll let you guys watch this video real quick.
1 second behind the bread man. And Big T is 1 second behind. Don't blame anyone but yourself when you crash. You're on the dot. I mean, he was so fast, he was on the dot. Just keep going, bro. You'll get it. There goes Gio. Jose. You got 3 minutes and 30 seconds down. I cannot believe that this is happening right now. Gio South is in first place. Jose is 1.2 seconds behind Gio. Anthony is... not telling me how far behind.
Where's Anthony?
Third place. Gio's got 34 laps. Jose's got 34. Anthony has 33. Big Pete's got 33. Adam's got 32. 1 minute and 15 seconds to go. That track that Gio put in his mommy's house is paying off, baby.
Jose's out.
Jose takes it down. Jose is taking his car off. Geo Self has 37 laps. The second place guy is not racing right now. Big Pete is now in second place with 37 laps. Anthony's got 37 and Geo Stealth has 39. 30 seconds to go. Geo Stealth in first place. He's got a lap. He has a lap on the field. All he's got to do is not make a terrible mistake, and he gets the die-cast model from Kyosho. 20 seconds to go. Just don't do anything crazy.
Do nothing crazy. Look, look, look.
Oh my God.
You know what? You know who? Oh shit. He's holding first place.
Wow, 46.
Watch your YouTube channel gonna blow up now.
Oh man. I thought he was Keep going. There he goes. The red car with the yellow stickers. Gio, by the way, you can't pay people with checks. You have to give them cash.
You guys are crazy. All right, just a little bit of a history lesson with you right there. Let me go back to the live feed. If you guys, my boy Eli was doing commentary in the back. Daniel was doing the announcing for the race. So that was pretty awesome. Let me see. All right. Joe says, Mini Z's are really badass, brother. I feel like they're one of the top 10 competitive RCs. They are, man, by far. Just they definitely need their time in the light. BRM says, new chassis can run a bunch of different controllers since you can swap receiver boards. I have the brushless chassis hooked up with the 32 PT. Wow, see, that's how long I've been out of the game. IB says, what's up, bro? It's been a long time. Glad you're doing videos. Thank you. Okay. Let me see. Diecast Raceway Central. I don't think your head is big enough. Big enough for what? Yes. Christian, what's going on, man? All right. So you guys are able to see what a brushed car looks like. Orlando, what's going on? So you guys are able to see what a brush car looks like, and you get the familiarity. Turn the light again. There we go. And just to get yourself more in depth of what the races are all about, and learning more and more about, you know, Mini Z racing. Well, I was speaking with Danny. And Danny said he's able to get as many parts as possible as I needed. And I'm able to pick up that track that you just saw right there and have it over here. And me clearing out a whole section and just having the track set up over here to do that. Now, he also said he's going to throw in the lap counter. And when I talk to you about the lap counter, this is the other item that you have to buy for it. It's on both of my cars. It gives you the exact times. That's why you were hearing the clock and everything like that set off, which is pretty cool. Now, the one thing that is putting me over the edge is I need at least 7, 8, 9, 10 people who are willing to do this like a once a month thing. I know Eli, who still has his Mini Z stuff, he would be down. I know the guy Ray Boogie would be down. I got to speak to Big Pete about this. He was somebody that would definitely be interested in down, and this would be like a home track. Everybody will hang out, you know, drink beers and relax. But I definitely, as of right now, I know 5 people that are definitely interested in doing this type of races. I guess the biggest worry of people doing these type of Mini Z races is you know, getting parts and stuff like that. Like I said, I spoke with Danny. Danny told me he's going to get me all the little things. The most things that people buy are tires. They buy rims. They buy bodies. They buy uh, T plates, and they're gonna need the tachometer to the lap counter. You know, if I'm able to do something like this, a once a month thing, which to me would be cool because I'll have the home track. And you know, I think every 3 months we'll change the track around. You guys have noticed that the track changes around because it's all wood based. Um, I did the measurements in my garage. I'm able to fit the Mini Z track in there perfectly. All I would have to do is set up lights to light up the track. Also, to get horses, the wood horses, to have the track up, and then we have to level it out. We've done that before. Eli, remember we had to do setting up the track for the Mini Z a while ago, and that was pretty cool when we set that up. Wow, it's been so many years, and just have something available for the guys to come in. There's more to get people watching these races, and also three things. You know, guys hanging out. You know, which is going to be a cool thing. You're going to be seeing races with guys. Lord knows myself, I'll probably be drinking Grey Goose. A few of the guys, you know, do medicinal things, and you've seen the medicinal stuff hanging out over there. And you know, either you know, if it's cold out there, we'll order food or barbecue or whatever. But the cool thing is that this is so close that I can do this. You know, I made a deal to where, you know, if I pick it up, you know, I'll start it off. And if I go ahead and do this, the people that are going to come in and start racing on these type of scenarios um, are most likely going to come in and need a list of stuff that I need to have in my garage for guys to automatically. And let me tell you, I'm not making any money on this. You know, when it comes down to product selling or anything like that, it would directly go to hobbyheroes.com, or to Danny. I don't know how they do, if that's happening or not and stuff like that. I'd have a whole wall, and it would be parts that would be available and stuff like that. Um, you know, just specifically for these types of races, and it's something that's huge. It's literally right there, you know, for me to do this. Um, I've always had fun doing these Mini Z things. I think almost every Friday I was video showcasing races, which was a cool thing. And this is something that I think I'm passionate about, because not only do I have like a flight case right there with all different types of tools, um, you know, I have two separate controllers. I got different bodies. You know, there are many things that I've invested. You know, three, four. Let me see, 1,000. You're looking at more than three. What do you think, Eli? 3, 4 grand. You know, with the tools, with the boxes, with the batteries, with the chargers, with the two Mini Zs, with the amount of bodies we went through. You know, the two different types of controllers, everything. That's primarily what's happening. Let's go into the chat. Um, my man Lenny says he's down. Orlando says I have to get on my new Mini Z for X-Max. Orlando says I'm away to your house right now. I have no track. BRM, I'm the opposite side of the country. I would be so down. I have Zero Mini Z community near me, sadly. Yeah, you have to get people onto this. Excited to see racing content making a comeback. Your channel helped me so much when I first got into Mini Zs. Oh, thank you very much. Orlando says, I love racing my Mini Z. Cool. Ah, my man Steve OD from the 313. I'm glad you're alive, buddy. We were worried about you. He says, what's up, Gio? Mini Z is no mini money. You know, brother. You know. Orlando says, what batteries do you run? Well, I have an assortment of batteries. I run the Orions. I run a lot of the Orions, the 750 SHOs and the 800s batteries that I utilize, and then I also run the PN Racing batteries and the R1 batteries. Bobby Q says, Steve OD, brother Gio, and everyone, Happy New Year, Happy New Year. Steve says, yo, Bobby Q, good to see you. All right, so I'm going to contact the people that I know that race Mini Zs. You know, that's what I run, PM battery. Yeah, I mean, I have the PM batteries. I mean, these, I'll show you a few of the other batteries if you're interested in finding out. I mean, I have tons of these batteries. Tons. All right. I mean, look at the type of thing. You know, carbon fiber PN Racing. I mean, this is how crazy it is. Carbon fiber stands that I got. You know, carbon fiber PN boxes. You know, these are my Orion chargers. As you can see, these are the Orion 750 SHOs. And then I have the Orion 800s. And I have a nifty place for them to go into my tech box. This is my battery pack from PN Racing. And there's a whole bunch of stuff here. What are these? These are Peak 900s. A whole bunch of 750 PN Racing batteries. Oops, sorry, didn't get you in the camera. And a whole bunch of other stuff. So, and all my PN Racing tools and everything like that. So, all right. So that being said, I'm gonna contact the powers that be, the people. Barbecue says, what happened to the copper top battery? No, you need good rechargeable batteries. Everyday RC, what's going on, Chris? Chris says, sounds like a good plan. I think it's a good idea. You buy the track and keep it alive. Don't know if I would ever get a Mini Z, but you never know. You see, that's what you said about the Rustler. Yeah, so that's primarily what's going to happen. Danny specifically told me he can get me whatever I needed, you know, to even get something like this going. And because he's still a fan of the hobby, he hates the fact that there's no more Mini Z racing. If I'm able to keep a Mini Z track open and doing like that, then it does help him out on the end of selling stuff and getting products sent over here and stuff like that, and people that I get to meet, racing. You know, people. I mean, I'm not gonna invite everybody to my house, you know, but people I get to know and stuff like that. And but people do it that I do know. You know, there are guys that I know that are spent $3,000-4,000 on these Mini Zs, and they're traveling to New Jersey or, you know, one place in Brooklyn who doesn't even, no one has a track like this. No one. You go on the internet, no one has this type of Mini Z track to where it switches around immediately. You know, it could be every other week. So Barbecue says, hit the like for Gio. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Barbecue. RC Stevens says, we have a Mini Z racing here in New Jersey. Yes, another one in New Jersey. But all my guys are in the Bronx. They're in the Bronx and Long Island. So that's why I want to purchase. Because I've seen the other tracks. And they are very, very, very wide. And that's the one thing that this one, when you're able to do something. Now this might be a bad race to show you. because there were arguments at this race, but people were killing it. Hold on, let's see if I can get this going. Uh-huh. Trophy race. Here we go. See if I can get a. I think this is a brushless race. Wait, that's a brushed race. Narrow. Nope. Oh, these have to be. Yeah. Okay. Open. So this is
And it's a good start.
this is a brushless race.
Got big beat, Victor and Jose. Holding the battle in the midfield there. Oh, Jose hitting a board. Getting rolled over. There's plenty of time in this race. Anything can happen. But our leader, the man on the mission, Big Pete,
After Paul just uses my
he's looking to get away from the pack and add as much room between them and him as he can. But Victor Jacoma's right there. He's not letting up. And here comes Jose. Catching up to both of them. And Natalcha also. Do not count anybody out of this race. Everybody is still in it to win it. All four cars.
You hear the lap counter?
All separated by 1.1, 1.2.
All right.
4 minutes left.
4 minutes left in this race.
All right. So let me stop that. Let's get back to the live. And
What's up, everybody?
what's up, everybody? All right. So we'll get back to the live. Skip advertisements. Noel says, "Hey Gio, what's up? Love your mini Z collection." Ah, thank you very much, my man. So basically, what we're discussing over here is I'm bringing the mini Z back, the mini Z racing right back, and I have the options of having the track, having the lap counter. I would have the availability to get parts, because that's the main thing about having mini Z races. When you come to a race, you need parts. You know, either Kyosho parts or PN parts. I have all those things on lockdown as of right now. So hopefully, if this pulls the trigger, if I do pull the trigger and I say, great, I'm going to go ahead and do it, this is what's going to happen. What's going to happen is I have to go and pick up all those, whatever, how many boards it is, go on my truck, pick up all the boards, get a bunch of those wooden horse things to mount it up. And then once I do that, then I will be in a scenario to where I'm able to get parts, you know, and a whole bunch of parts to actually have this thing set up, you know. And if everything works out well, it'll be a once a month thing. And if it gets a little bit too crazy, maybe twice a month. And we'll see what goes on, you know. Mini Z is really something that that is done during the winter time. But now that there's COVID, you know, it will give a different type of perspective, you know, because everybody's separated when you do mini Z racing, if you ever go to look at that. But that's what's in the works. That's what I'm planning to do. We'll see what's going in. I was going to give you guys a heads up yesterday, but I really want to get more in depth with what's going to be happening with the mini Z racing. It's going to be a few types of races. So that's both cars are rear wheel drive. There's also a section for all wheel drive, and something that we never got really into is the front wheel drive, which we never really got into that, but there is a section for that. Now, if push comes to shove and the track works out as well as I think it does, and a lot of people are getting into all the mini components and everything like that, my only concern is having the track at my house. The problem is that everybody needs their own little tech station. So I think the most I can have in my crib is probably 8 people. You know, 8, maybe squeeze in 10. So if that's the case and we're able to set something up, I'll set up an area, um, maybe by the washing machine because there's a big table over there to where that will be a tech area as well. So um, it works out well. It planned it out. I mean, the only thing I would have to do is invest in is getting the wooden horses and lights, more lights for the whole area to just be lit up and it's something legit. And because I am filming it, it's at my crib, so I'm not gonna have somebody look at my place. I'm like, oh my God, Gio lives like a hobo. No, that's not gonna happen. So this is what's gonna go down. Let me see. Stewart says, Stewart D says, Stewart, your buddy, good to see you. Stewart J says, guys, stay safe. And well, I'm gonna go to my stepson's over later. Stewart D says, later, stay safe. Noel says, oh my God, wow. Would love to see it happen. I would buy a mini Z if that comes true. Well, you're going to be seeing a lot more videos when it comes out. And I think what got me into the mini Z thing is when I got that Kyosho that's all the way up there. Where are you? Let me see if my finger can point to this. Point it down. There we go. Him. Yeah, there you go. Him. When I started working on my mini Z 4x4, I'm like, man, I miss working on these little cars because these cars are simply amazing. Simply amazing. I mean, let me see something. Do I even have batteries in you anymore? I should have taken these batteries out if they are. This is no good. If there's batteries in this, I'm not gonna world of hurt. All right, what batteries fit in here? Aha, these are the triple A's. All right, I'll fire this. I'll get some triple A's right here. They're pretty charged up. And I'll just show you the power between the power with let me see, through here, from here, and I'll take the PNs and I'll put them right here. In theory, if everything works out well, let me put this for the chart, for the controller. Give you a little bit of a setup of what this controller is. It's not as colorful as my other Kyosho controller, but definitely more powerful on all levels. Alright. Slide this out. Slide that in like a gun. And lock into place. I don't break it. Aren't you locked in? Yeah, you're locked in. Alright, there you go. Alright, so in theory, once I turn this on, alright, now to install the batteries of this, I just want you guys to see, and this is not on high power. Eli, I think we do this at 25% because it's just way too fast for the track. From what I remember, 25%, you had to set it down because just the action of this is insane. Like the radio has to be tuned down 25%, and that's pretty insane. Is this always active, or do I turn you on? I turn you on. And I'm gonna use this. It's been so long. It's been so long that I think these batteries are dead. It's been that long. Hold on. I got freshly charged batteries here. I hope so, because like I said, I haven't started this thing since the whole place shut down. It's more than a year ago. Right now, it's roughly around a year when everything was going down. Okay. So, you should turn on. Are you on? All the battery leads are there. There we go. Now you're on. Okay, so this is the way it would look if I was racing on the track. And this is at 25%. Okay, 25%. Okay. So if you're looking at this closely, so that's 25%. I'm even scared to even take this on the carpet, on the floor, but you know what? I might as well show you. Might as well show you. Let me turn this camera around. Okay. I haven't driven this on ever on floor. So, oops. Very accurate. Oops. And you can drift, but on regular carpet, get up. It's stuck. It doesn't do. You need like that carpet that's specifically for. I think it's golfing, like miniature golf. I think that's what they use the carpet for. I think so. I'm not too sure. But this is at 25% on there. As you can see, the tachometer is blinking, and then and just the accuracy of oops. Oh my god, this is it's so weird because you look at it and you don't think it's fast. And I'm worried about touching this thing. It's gonna launch off my table. Yeah, so this is what I'm gonna be doing. I'm pretty excited. I haven't driven this car in a year, so I'm pretty accurate. I'm pretty accurate with the brush, but it should be pretty dope. Racing the brushless edition. All right, let me get the batteries out because I'm nervous. I'm nervous. Nervous. Turn you off. All right. Let me see what another Q&A. No else is. Steve says power. Beautiful angel says sweet. Thank you, beautiful angel. Yeah, so that's primarily it. What you're looking at, it's amazing when I got this controller. The reason why I got the controller. Well, I didn't get the controller, but the reason why the controller was given to me was because when I did win that last race, I didn't have an option to go on to the second to last race. So it kind of put me in a bad position. I'm like, look, I don't have a controller to control this car. I bought it and I hooked it up and I couldn't do anything with it. And lo and behold, this person blessed me and gave me an exciting Christmas gift, which I was very, very, very happy with. So, yeah, so that's primarily it. That's where we're at with this whole scenario. Wish me luck. If everything goes the way I want it to go, you're looking at mid-January that I will have. If it does not snow, mid-January, I'll have that Mini Z track back, in the possession of guys doing Mini Z racing and stuff like that. And you know what? And if you guys ever get to watch, just watch my old channels. Pre-game show, trophy racing, track stuff that I talk about, me coming in and saying live, all live scenarios that we were having at the time, stuff you upgrade for your Mini Zs. These are things that I come across, live chats of Kyosho stuff and stuff like that. Definitely check all that stuff out. It's definitely informative. if you're ever interested in getting something like that. So hopefully everything goes well. I'm hoping it does go because it's one of the funnest times that I've had. And once I spoke with Danny, Danny would be very interested in racing on the track. You know, not being a worker, but being somebody a racer. So we'll see what happens. I will be doing a few more update videos for you guys to check out, and rate, comment, subscribe to my fellas up on YouTube. Later.